Okay, you know why you're here.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. Welcome to GGG Live.
Oh
Today,
yes.
we're going to
Hi,
show
Chris.
you an exclusive reveal of Path of Exile Settlers of Kalguur.
Gotta say,
which
that was a
launches
fucking
next week
great
on
trailer.
July 26th.
We
Twitch
get this in a
drops are
week.
enabled on today's live stream, so make sure you follow the instructions
Oh, that's the
below
back
in order
attachment
to
I
claim
missed?
your Corsair back attachment.
Fair.
In today's stream, we will take you on a deep dive into
Currency,
the new Settlers of
balance,
Kalguur
endgame, campaign
League.
improvements.
We'll cover the league mechanics,
Ooh.
its new and revised crafting systems, a
Console
new trade
port.
market system for currency, some sweeping balance
Wonderful.
improvements,
Sweeping
including 2
balance.
ascendancy class changes,
Oh,
in-game
2?
improvements, some
Wait,
further
Raider
additions
and
to
what
the
else?
campaign, and some quality of life features.
Campaign improvements
We'll
has
then
me
talk about our
excited.
console native port releases and the features that come alongside them.
Cool.
Finally, we'll show you our new supporter packs, ending with a live Q&A session where Ziggy D will ask Path of Exile's game director
Which I'm
Mark
also watching.
your questions from Twitch chat.
And reading the patch
After
notes.
the live stream, we'll drop the full patch notes. I'll hand over to Mark
I
now.
love how they do that. Full patch notes
Really innovative
and
with
the game a
content in
week
this
later.
league, and I'm really excited to see what everyone thinks.
I fucking love this,
let's just
man.
get right
Thank you,
into
Mark.
it with the trailer for Path of Exile: Settlers of Kalguur.
Alright, this will be the third time I'm watching it, but I'm just gonna let this run. Okay, so I've already reacted to this in a separate video where I picked it apart, but now I'm just gonna watch it for the third time and kind of just appreciate it. That looks like the beach. Is that actually the starting zone?
And yet,
That is the starting area. That's the best view we've had of it so far.
it's not much yet.
So the expedition guys really saved our ass. They're like finally taking us to greener pastures, literally.
We'll need resources.
Cool.
And
Very,
savvy
very
planning.
cool. All of this seems amazing. Like Settlers of Catan meets Civilization, meets Sim City, meets Farmville.
Soon we'll attract settlers.
We have a town population, so like... I haven't played RimWorld. Recombinators, that's gonna be insane. That's map queues. New bosses. Hopefully they're warbands, because that'll be fun to
But
see.
if we prevail,
Farming
our
of
ships
some
will
sort.
be heavy with gold.
Very cool.
We hope to achieve the impossible.
Get pigs, fuck yes.
We hope to
More
build
NPCs.
a home.
We're building a real civilization from the real shithouse that was Rayclast. Gold is going to be interesting. I wonder where we get gold. Currency exchange is amazing. Raider rework is very... That's a lot of nodes, actually. That's more than normal. Glad it'll be interesting. Hopefully it retains the bleed explosions. And I really wonder how they're going to implement all these old League mechanics in their, like... Are they going to be full, or are they going to be cut down like they are in... when they get folded into the main game? Let's see.
In Path of Exile: Settlers of Kalguur,
Alright.
you will encounter some familiar faces from the Expedition League. Danig, Rog, Tujin, and Gwenin are Kalguuran people who are trying to establish trade between Rayclast and their homeland.
They are the best
They have
NPCs.
recruited many curious characters from Rayclast, including some you may recognize,
Getting a team
but
up.
are also seeking help of a powerful exile, like yourself.
It's coming out
You
of
will
the...
first encounter Johan, the King's Hand
Oh.
and Lion Eye's Watch. He's there recruiting workers,
Oh, in Act 1.
traders, and exiles.
Oh, we get this from Act
Johan,
1?
under the command of the King of Kalguur, has been sent here to build a new city
King?
called King's March.
There's a king
which
of
intends
that
to become
land?
the hub of commerce between Rayclast and Kalguur.
Okay, so we go to the port town.
Soon, he will bring you to the planned site for King's March, which you'll notice has humble beginnings as just a tavern in a field.
Love
But
it.
with your help, it won't stay like this for long.
But it's almost like Stardew Valley.
It takes a lot to build a town. The Kalguurans will ask you to seek out resources that can be used to begin construction. On your adventures, you might find minerals such
Favorite
as
part is
crimson
the
iron,
chickens.
which are veins
Can
of
we
iron that
choose,
have been
like,
overrun
which
with
animals
corruption,
to, like, do
spawning
husbandry with?
dangerous foes when you approach.
Oh, they drop gold.
Or perhaps Orichalcum, which you will have to liberate from the demons worshipping it.
Oh, I wonder if that's beyond
Petrified
themed.
amber attracts mindless, blighted enemies.
Oh,
While bismuth has
Blighted.
a strong affinity to the elements and causes the area to
Oh,
become
cool.
unstable. If you're lucky,
so it's
you
just
might find
resources
Verisium,
randomly in maps.
a material as valuable
That's cool.
as it
So
is
kind of like
dangerous,
Breach.
and guarded by very powerful foes.
Like,
Once you
mechanic-wise,
defeat
kind of
these
Breach.
monsters, the deposit will automatically be tagged for mining.
Tagged for
But
mining.
first, we need to get someone to do the
Oh,
hard
so no,
work.
like, ritual or a shrine. We clear the
This
area.
is, of course, a trade expedition, and nothing is free. Miners, along with other workers that the Kalgurans have hired, must be paid in cold hard
Regular
gold,
enemies drop gold now?
which you'll notice is now dropping throughout Rayclast. You will have control about who gets hired into your enterprise. Once you have
Just
accumulated
fully
some gold,
implemented.
head to the town and
Fuck
talk
yes.
to the recruiter, Rolf.
Oh, tell
He's
Alan.
been
He said he
busy
won't play
tracking
until
down
there's
hardy
gold.
folk across Rayclast who are looking for work. You'll
Okay, we can
notice
hire-
Each person has their specialties
Oh,
and a wage
sweet.
cost.
Kinda like
It'll be
Heist
up to
then.
you to hire and fire as you please. Over
This
the
is
course
pretty
of the league, you'll be searching for
fucking
your
fantastic.
perfect employees for each job.
Yep, min-max.
Once you have them, you'll
Min-max
have
my
to keep them
town.
paid, safe, and alive, which we'll get
Oh.
into later.
We get raids?
Here we have a prospect who has a specialty in mining. We'll start with that, so
Okay,
we can
this-
begin to retrieve
this is
some of those
looking
resources we were
incredible.
talking about earlier.
So when we
Let's go
clear
find
out,
some
he
more
comes
and
mining?
Put our miner to use.
Okay, they're demonstrating everything I want to
Oh, we
know.
found a vein of orichalcum ore.
Oh, look at this.
It's guarded by dangerous demons worshipping a strange shrine.
We have to activate it too.
The shrine buffs the demons, giving them power. But once you defeat them,
This is
you can
really
seize that
simple
power
and
for
really
yourself.
fun. This is a fantastic
After that,
idea
we can
for a
tag the
mechanic.
ore, and our mining specialist will get to work.
And they just show up?
Soon, we encounter a few more deposits, each with a different dangerous encounter. After you have tagged the mineral veins, your miners will get to work collecting resources in real time. They might take a while, but will continue whether you are logged
What?
in or not. The work can be sped up by hiring more or better
Oh.
miners, and by upgrading the mining station back
Oh.
in Kingsmarch to equip them with advanced pickaxes.
So we have to
Alright.
clear
some
it,
time has
then go
passed
back
and
to
our
that
miners have
town
been
to
able
tell
get the
them to
resources
mine.
back to
Okay.
town. We've also managed to collect some more gold too. We can now upgrade the town and build new structures. There's plenty of options. We just need to decide where to start.
Cool.
I think we'll start with the tavern, the beating heart of Kingsmarch. It can be upgraded instantly to improve the recruiter's prospects.
Oh, plus
And you can
10
find various
population.
important
Wow.
NPCs relaxing here.
Okay, gold is
Next,
going to be
we'll
very
upgrade our
interesting.
mining station.
We're going to
You
get
can
gold
upgrade this to
farming
improve the
strats.
efficiency of your miners and allocate our newly hired workers to mining.
Beautiful.
You will eventually need a smelter, where you can send your ore to turn into more valuable bars.
Oh,
Then we have the disenchanter, where you
Yeah,
can bring
what the
your
fuck is
magic,
this?
rare, or unique items to be added to a queue to be disenchanted over time.
doing what?
The items will be broken down into thaumaturgic dust,
Oh.
a new resource used for crafting and shipping.
Oh,
We'll get
okay.
more into that later.
Okay. Not
And
what
of
I
course,
expected.
A town needs food. You could invest in farming, where you
Yay.
can select crops to grow and harvest. But don't worry, you won't be manually watering anything.
Good.
Ah, the wonders of delegation.
That's a dig at harvest.
With all these resources
Original
piling
harvest.
up, there will be excess that we can spend. Let's talk about rewards in Settlers of Kalguur.
Excess, what?
Eventually, you can build a harbour and establish shipping routes between a number of different Kalguuran and Karui ports for trade.
Beautiful.
You'll be able to pile your acquired resources onto these ships and send them to a port of your choosing, where your traders will haggle for the best deals. Each port will return specific rewards based on what you send them.
Oh,
They accept all types of resources, but will have a preferred type that they'll currently pay more for.
okay. Like a stock
And
market?
you'll want to get onto this, because eventually you could be bringing in shipments like this.
Excuse me?
This,
Oh, 6
or
div.
even this.
Wait, is it going to be a headhunter and a mage blood? What
Today,
the fuck?
we're going to trade with Kalguur.
Okay. Oh,
You'll
God.
notice that
Okay.
as we send more resources,
Wonder how long that
this
took.
risk meter creeps up.
Risk.
Much like the dangers on
Ooh.
the shores of Rayclast, there are dangers out at
Ooh,
sea.
shit.
Monsters, pirates,
Sorry,
environmental
monsters?
hazards. You'll want to try keep your shipment safe. You can do this by
I'll do.
hiring workers that specialize in shipping.
Okay.
The more of them you add to the
More
ship,
stability.
the less risk there will be.
Yeah, less risk.
Like this gentleman, who's famous for fending off even the most dangerous of pirates.
Okay, still
Now
below
let's get that
50%.
shipment going, and we'll continue exploring Rayclast while we wait for its return.
Wonder how many people we're
This
gonna
is
lose in the
first
sea.
Path of Exile League that experiments with true, real-time mechanics.
What does that mean?
You can send out shipments, go and have lunch,
Yes,
and
like,
come back to your
the
rewards.
clock keeps ticking after
Many
you leave.
mechanics in the league work this way, so you'll always have some ongoing project or outcome to look forward to.
Daily
When
retention.
your shipment
That's
has returned
incredible.
or met its demise, you'll get notified, and at your leisure you can return to the town to collect your rewards.
That's
Our shipment
incredible.
returned safely, so let's go see what we got.
Fuck is that?
Ooh, they've sent us a unique item alongside
Gain
our
ward
rewards,
instead of armor and
perhaps
evasion.
hoping to secure us as a
That's
loyal
a
customer for
fuck
the
ton of
future.
ward. Okay.
Aside from shipping, the Kalgurans are big on their technology. They have hired Isla, a familiar face
Isla.
from the Heist League. She is
Yeah.
an engineer who the Kalgurans have
Not
employed for
Nadia.
a very exciting purpose. You're not the only one who understands how profitable running maps can be.
Oh
Once
god.
at in-game, Isla can help you build a series
Wait.
of Kalguran-modified map devices.
Wait, other people are doing it too?
You can then put a queue of maps
No wonder the
into-
gods are pissed off.
If you've hired a
16.
few skilled Atlas runners,
I don't wanna pause.
they will put themselves
Atlas
to work
runners?
running those maps for you one after another.
Are we just making the fucking
Look,
conquerors
more
again?
delegation. Once
But
again, you'll be
it's not
notified when
evil
the
if we
rewards are
do
ready
it.
to be collected.
Oh
You
god.
can put lots of maps in the queue, so don't feel obliged to go back there all the time. Be careful though. The difficulty of the map impacts the risk of your workers perishing.
Oh.
Try to pick your best workers, or perhaps just ones you don't like.
They,
Consider the
they turned
difficulty too.
PoE into an
Sometimes
AFK
it's better
game?
to just run it yourself.
We can have people run
You'll
maps
see
for
there
us?
are many benefits to having a whole ass town at your
A
fingertips.
whole ass town. I fucking
Let's
love these
talk about
developers.
Crafting services. You should definitely consider building a runesmithing table.
What does that do?
This
Please
is
tell me.
operated by Danig himself,
Danny G.
using powerful Kalguran blacksmithing arts. He can engrave runic magic onto your weapons using runes.
Where
There
do
are
we get
many
that?
rune types and combinations to choose
Ooh,
from.
oh god,
and
more
you can
currency.
unlock new crafts that can be applied to your weapons as enchantments.
Right, so this is the OP crafting table.
Our design intention here is to take powerful effects you would usually only find on unique items.
Good flats. Oh, what? Excuse me? What?
Like this modifier, which you might recognize from Doomfletcher's Prism. Danig can apply it to your two-hand maces.
Okay, doesn't this invalidate all unique
There are
items?
over 100 different special crafting outcomes.
Maybe not all of them.
Ranging from ones very easily applied to very difficult.
Holy
The rune
shit.
types can be acquired through trade with Kalguur, or defeating powerful bosses.
Huh. Trade with Kalguur or defeating
Kalguur
bosses.
and tech benefits
Okay, I'm
don't
gonna make a
end
bossing
there.
character.
We're also bringing back a formerly overpowered crowd favorite.
Overpowered crowd favorite.
Recombination.
Overpowered Ziz favorite.
Isla is trying to master this. She just needs you to help her with
Gold
getting
and
resources.
dust. Okay, so we got a
The
disenchant
system
and farm.
isn't as strong as it used to
Sweet.
be, but it still allows you to combine two items together, hoping to get the best modifiers of each onto a single item.
How is it not as powerful as it used to be?
Between running a town, shipping, and exploring, you'll be collecting
That's
a
the-
lot of extra
That's
gold.
the key zone.
It is now the primary resource for two huge new quality of life features that we are putting to test.
Excuse me? What was this?
Firstly, you can use gold to respec passive points.
Good. Yes,
This is
cool.
a feature from Path of Exile 2 that we've decided just makes sense to port back.
I fucking love
The
this
higher
game.
level you are, the more expensive it gets. And the next one is
I
absolutely
don't know what that
massive.
means, pig, but I'm excited.
Currency trade market.
Wait, we can
The
trade with
Kalgurans have
gold.
recruited
Oh,
Faustus,
okay.
Another NPC from the Heist League. He allows you to asynchronously buy and sell currency and most other stackable items with other players without the nuisance of price fixes and people who never respond.
Oh my
All you
god,
need
they
to
are
do is
so
select what
self-aware.
currency you want, say what
They
you
actually
have,
play the
and
fucking
your
game.
ideal ratio.
Hang on,
It
no,
works
I
kinda
no,
like a real
I
life
don't want to
without
rewind, but
the
I need
nuisance
to
of
learn about this.
Price fixes and
Seamless
people who
trade.
never
Can
respond.
I list things for trade
All
and
you
have
need
it
to do
sell
is select what
offline?
currency you want, say what you have,
Or is this just an
and
active
your
buy?
ideal ratio.
If I list a
It
sale,
works kinda like
does
a
it stay
real-life
up?
stock market.
Real life stock market.
Faustus will make the trade happen for you, so long as there is someone selling on the other end for the same rate or less.
Do they have to be online?
You'll be able to go back to blasting monsters while trusty Faustus does the dirty work.
Yes, it's
Notifying you when your
offline?
currency is ready for collection.
Holy
All you
fuck.
need to do is pay him a small amount of gold for his time.
But you have to
Cards on
active.
the table,
You have to
there's an
play to
experiment
interact
see
with
if
it,
this
so you
type of
can't be an
asynchronous
AFK
trading has a
like
place in future
trade
Path
bot.
of Exile releases. We're very excited to see how it goes.
This is
Now, given that
insane.
Feltus is an expert in black market trade
This
and
is
shady
so good.
deals, he also provides
Black market?
another service.
Oh my god.
Offering items for
Oh, is
gold.
that showing like what elements they
Items
are?
will generate with random rarity, and on average, the modifiers on them are better than normal.
Oh, we're getting
This can be
the...
a very nice way to get
We're
some
getting the
targeted
well-rolled
items during
mechanic?
the campaign. For serious crafters,
Ooh.
it can be a great starting point for making those elusive
Is this just
specific
a-
in-game items.
Is this just a Gwenin
which perhaps
upgrade?
you could take to the runesmith afterwards.
Oh, this is just a big Gwenin upgrade.
It's worth noting that you can
Oh, hey,
invite
look, it's your
Feltus
hideout.
to your hideout, where he will always
no
be
way.
available for respecking, currency exchange, and black market items.
Sweet.
As your town grows, it will attract more attention, good and bad.
Oh, bad attention's
Settlers
good.
of Kalguur features 3 endgame bosses that will close in on your operations.
Are they warbands?
Wanting a piece of the pie. They might capture and ransom your workers,
Oh.
even your entire ships.
Oh,
You'll have to make some tough decisions. Will you take them on, or pay them off?
calling it now. That's the
One
king.
example of a boss is Sasan, the Bandit Lord. You won't stumble
Oh,
across
PoE
this
2
boss by
boss health
accident.
bars too. Fuck yeah.
Instead, this unsavory character can come into your town at night and take your Atlas runners hostage,
Oh my
holding them
God.
for ransom. What happens next is up to you. Perhaps you'll refuse to negotiate with bandits, leading to a fight to defeat
Oh,
Sasan
that's
and
definitely
rescue
what
your
happened,
workers.
Renee. So many players work for PoE
If
now
you're
that
not
they
up for
like
the heroics,
they
you
are
might simply
appealing
pay
to
the
like
ransom in
tiny
gold.
niche corners of the
Perhaps
like
these
community.
workers were especially
Like
disappointing,
trap
and you'll
players.
just leave them for dead in true Ray class fashion.
No.
They knew what they were signing
So we can
up
pay to
for,
rescue
right?
or abandon them.
Of course,
Risk
the
reward.
heroics might be worth it for other reasons.
Do they drop
These
runes?
bosses can drop new unique items.
Oh, cool. New uniques too. Ward, more ward things because
In
it's
sum,
expedition.
Settlers of Kalguur is a very experimental league with new
It's
mechanics that will
fucking
completely change how you
huge.
play the core game.
That changes the
We've been
entire
sitting on a
game,
lot
start
of
to
these
finish.
ideas for a while and can't wait to share them with you.
We need to tell Alan.
But there's a lot more to this expansion. Let's talk about balance.
Okay, let's
Well,
do it.
We've finally rebalanced the Gladiator. It's been
That's a good thing.
long time coming. Like before, there are passive skills that allow you to invest in bleeding and block.
Okay, like
We've designed
100%
new
explode
skills replacing
chance,
some of the old ones.
improved bleeding.
Like this, War of Attrition,
Ooh, what's
which
this?
is very handy for long sustained boss fights.
Whoa, 100%
Further
more
alongside the
damage if
Gladiator
the fight
theme,
lasts
this
100
new passive
seconds.
allows you to
That's
combine
insane.
different weapon types while dual
Okay,
wielding
bleeding
to
is
get a
now
variety of
OP.
powerful bonuses.
Bleed bows
For
can be a
example,
thing.
Holding a dagger will give you more critical
Oh, actually,
strike
yeah.
chance.
Hang
While
on.
holding a
Bleed
mace
bow.
gives
We get
you more area
100%
of
bleed
effect.
chance explosion.
Of course, you could just use Varanastra
Ooh.
for all weapon type bonuses.
You make
And
a
finally, we
tanky
have a
bow
new
build that
notable which
explodes
allows you
things
to
in
invest
blood.
In the newly added retaliation
That's gonna make some people
skills.
happy.
These are active skills which require you to meet a certain condition in order to use them.
Cool.
Once
It
you
grants
meet
you
that
skills.
condition, you can unleash devastation on your foes. Here we have Eviscerate, which requires you to
Oh.
have a shield.
I think melee is
Or
back.
for those who like to dual wield, Sword Storm, which is great for obliterating bosses.
Oh, that wasn't Bladefall. That was Swordstorm.
Here we have the Divine Retribution skill. This one has the condition requiring you to block. You can then unleash a devastating spell, causing lightning
yeah.
bolts to strike
Oh,
the
there's
ground
so
in an
many good
X-shape
things,
around
so
your
many
target
good builds.
location, doing huge amounts of damage.
Melee is indeed fucking back.
And of course,
only
in
slightly
true Path of
overpowered.
Exile fashion, there are many avenues to invest in these mechanics further on the
Oh,
passive tree
cool.
and a new support gem.
And a gem for
You are
it.
able to increase the leeway duration after meeting the condition, reduce the cooldowns, or
It's
just
almost like
increase their
Val
damage.
skills for
The
melee,
world's your
but like
oyster.
fucking Jujutsu
The
powers.
Gladiator wasn't the only ascendancy class we've changed.
Yes, Raider.
As
Look,
we
there's your
develop
build.
Path of Exile systems, we often find ourselves reusing mechanics.
Not quite. That's
increasing
actually
their depth,
Crit
and
Elemental
allowing
version.
more avenues to invest into
So
them.
they're using the Diamond Tincture.
As such, the Raider Ascendancy class found itself lacking,
It did.
with many of its passives commonly available elsewhere.
It was good. It's just everything else
We
was
want
better.
our Ascendancy classes to always feel like they're pushing the boundaries.
God, okay. This is gonna
allowing
be
you to
OP,
change
isn't
your
it?
character in ways that are meaningful and ideally unique. As a result, we've straight up removed the Raider. Rest in peace.
Wow. Rip.
And we've added a new
God
class in
damn.
its place, the Warden. This class is largely inspired by its predecessor from the Affliction League, with a few changes.
Oh!
The Warden
sweet.
now focuses on elemental attacks, changing
Cool.
the behavior of shock,
We still get the Poison Tincture, though.
enhancing freeze,
Whoa.
and replacing ignite with scorch.
Oh,
There's also a skill that allows
wow.
you to go ballistic with your elemental damage
What the fuck?
periodically.
Oh, so like Guardian?
The class also grants bark skin,
Holy
which
shit,
is a
that's
skill
OP.
that can be used to mitigate physical damage from hits. After taking a number of hits, it increases your evasion, making it a great defensive choice.
Bark skin is OP, I love it.
Finally, the last thing the Warden can specialize in is tinctures.
Holy fuck.
These are an alternative to flasks from the
Holy
Affliction
fuck.
League. We're bringing them back
They're so
with
back.
adjusted mechanics.
Okay. So they're nerfing the poison one. Additional tincture.
Tinctures can be placed in your build,
Oh, two at
replacing
once?
flasks.
Holy
You can
shit.
inherently only have one tincture active at a time,
Unless you
and
specialize.
it requires a melee weapon to use.
Oh.
While activated, they
Not
grant
bows.
a powerful buff. They can drop as magic items, or be modified with currency to grant extra bonuses.
They can be modified now? Holy shit.
Here is a prismatic
Ooh.
tincture.
100%
This one
increased.
increases
Holy
elemental damage by
fuck.
100% while active.
100%
You'll
increase,
notice
not
it
more.
has two
But
extra
still.
effects. One is that it applies mana burn every second. Mana burn is a debuff that builds up while tinctures are active that causes you to lose
Oh.
mana,
Okay.
losing more mana for each stack.
Okay.
Tinctures also have a
So
cooldown.
there's some.
So once you have
some
disabled
active
one,
playstyle.
no other tincture can be enabled for a time.
So the
These
same things
changes
I
make
said?
tincture use
Sweet.
a more active and interesting choice than it was in Affliction.
Yeah, more
Both
active.
mana burn and the cooldown can be modified through modifiers on the tinctures or on the passive skill tree.
Okay, melee is
Players will want to
very,
maximize
very
their
back.
tincture uptime for sure.
I'm surprised I'm not showing lightning strike.
Here we have a couple other
There's poison.
tinctures.
Ooh,
The
how'd they get
Poisonberry
nerfed?
tincture is excellent for poison builds. The Rose Thorn tincture is the choice for those wanting to deal critical strikes.
Okay, is it only melee? Did they
You
remove
might
the
be
bows?
wondering, with the removal of the Raider, where has the Frenzy Charge investment gone?
Deadeye? No
We've added
fucking
a Frenzy
way.
Charge passive skill to the Deadeye, replacing the Rupture passive skill.
Oh, good, because no one used it.
On top of Ascendancy
Okay, so
classes,
Deadeye
we
got
have
stronger
revisited
too.
a number
Fuck.
of core mechanics.
Really?
This time taking
Breach?
pains to ensure easy access through the passive tree, skill gems, and simple
They
items.
buffed Breach again?
We don't want all the powerful mechanics to be hidden behind layers of complexity.
Even more
Let's
specialization?
just rapid fire through the key points.
Oh god,
If
okay.
you want more detail later, you can read the patch notes.
I will
which
be.
will be dropped after the live stream.
It hit me though.
Be sure to let us know what you think.
Oh
There's
shit.
a lot of changes, so be prepared for a bit of a shock to the system.
What have I been seeing
I
already?
expect it will take several days for the dust to
Okay.
settle on this one.
I'm ready.
Firstly, we've made some drastic alterations to melee skills. Let me just rip this band-aid off. Melee totem skill gems have been removed.
Oh.
We're trying to adopt a philosophy with melee going forward that, unlike other builds, it will be far less oriented around set and forget gameplay.
Active melee,
You will
okay.
deal the damage yourself, and you should be rewarded for doing so.
Cool. Good. Nice.
To
Identity.
compensate, we have buffed the damage on almost every
Holy
single melee
shit.
skill.
Okay.
As the majority of this damage
Oh,
growth
Flicker
comes from
Strike?
gem levels,
Anyone?
we have also made them cost more mana as they level.
Oh,
but
shit.
it's nothing like the mana costs on spells.
Okay.
Here are some examples of the damage and costs
Oh
before
god,
and
okay.
after. Heavy Strike has gone from dealing 313% attack damage at gem level 20 to a massive 552% attack damage.
That's just heavy
It's also worth
strike.
noting it
Who
no
the
longer knocks
fuck
enemies
uses
back.
heavy strike?
And Sweep has gone from dealing 281% attack damage to now dealing 664% attack damage at gem
Guys,
level
what
20.
the fuck? And then they
These are
doubled
just
it.
two examples.
Twice.
But the majority of melee skills are now dealing
Holy
approximately
fuck.
75% more damage at level 20.
I might be able to make my Sakuna
Of course,
build.
with melee comes close proximity
And did
combat,
not feel shit.
so
Oh,
you need
actually-
some good defensive
Okay,
options.
Sakuna on Gladiator.
New base types with higher defensive values
I'm doing
will
that.
now drop throughout the endgame. As you reach yellow, red, and purple maps, you can expect to find higher tier base types in each.
Sweet.
For example, Val
Wait, I
Regalia
missed that.
and
Did they say
Hubris
armor
Circle
and weapons,
are
or
no
just
longer
armor?
the best in slot items for Energy Shield. There are new base
Oh,
types
standard
that
players are
surpass
going to
them.
be so mad.
Combined with some quality
All the best
changes,
gear is now
which we'll talk about
invalidated.
soon, you can now get better items than ever before in these slots.
Wow.
To compensate, we have reduced the amount of flat evasion and armor from the Grace and Determination
Yeah,
auras.
I heard about that.
But overall, you're getting more defenses than before.
Yeah, with less investment. Cool. That's
on
insane.
top of this, we have buff life modifiers on magic and rare
Holy
equipment.
shit. And they buff
You can now
life
get as
mods?
high as 189 additional maximum life from a
175
single modifier on body
minimum
bonus,
for
and more
T1?
on other slots too. Kaum's Heart has also finally been restored to its former glory, and once again grants plus 1000 to maximum life.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I mentioned quality. Quality on weapons
Multiplicative
and armors
quality
being
is
changed
very
to
cool.
apply multiplicatively.
So, wait, they're buffing
In
all
other
damage,
words,
buffing all
with
weapons.
full quality will
We get
20%
tinctures
more
on
physical
melee.
damage, and
Holy
armor with full
shit.
quality will have 20% more local defenses.
More
For melee,
local.
This will mean a damage increase for almost
1000
all builds
ES
using
on the
physical
new
damage
base.
attacks. And it
Holy
will mean more
fuck.
evasion, armor, energy shield, and ward for all builds.
I have a 700, maybe
Endurance charges
800
no longer
ES
grant elemental
chest in standard, and I thought that
but
was cool.
instead grant additional elemental damage reduction, making it multiplicative with resistances.
Oh,
You can now get 4% per charge.
Holy
alongside
fuck.
the existing 4% physical damage reduction.
that was unnecessary,
To
but that's
compensate, we have
cool.
made some
It
changes
still
to the
gives the
Juggernaut
fizz damage
and
reduction
various
too.
unique items like Eternal Damnation. You can get more
That guy's name was
maximum
Beef.
resistances from the tree,
Fuck yeah.
specifically
Oh,
around
holy
the
shit.
class start.
That's close
These, of
enough to
course, can
Necro.
stack with the new elemental mitigation from endurance charges.
Holy fuck.
On top
I'm
of
taking
this,
that on Necro.
duels can now roll maximum elemental resistances
Oh,
as
God.
modifiers. Since we're making elemental mitigation more accessible, we've heavily reduced accessibility to physical damage taken as chaos or elemental damage.
Okay, the conversion's
Those
fine,
stats are
fine.
still around, but you should not expect to be getting full conversion anymore.
Sure.
All block passives
Raising
have
the
been buffed,
bottom,
so you
like
can
the
now more
lower
easily
level of
achieve block
survivability,
cap from just
way
the
up.
passive tree. The
Against the
Keystone
block.
Versatile Combatant has been improved to have less of a penalty to maximum block.
Okay, cool. So it's usable.
A number of Life Leech passives have been buffed to generally allow
Cool.
for more acquisition of maximum leech rate for life.
Cool, okay. Leech
Val
rate is a
Pack has been
confusing thing.
reinstated to its former glory
Oh.
for instant life leech.
Wow.
But only
wow.
for melee.
Okay.
We've reworked Flesh and
Yeah,
Stone.
I'm playing
Previously,
Sukuna.
this buff skill granted Maim and Blind, depending on the
God
stance of our
damn.
character. Now, while in Sand stance, the skill simply provides damage mitigation, becoming more effective the closer you are to enemies.
The Savior just became
While
one
in
of the
Blood
best
stance,
items in the
enemies
game.
will take more physical damage the closer you are to them.
Unironically.
This skill will now greatly favor
Look up
melee
the Savior, dropped
or
by
close range
Cirrus,
gameplay.
I think it is dropped by.
Given we're doing a Kalguuran League, Ward has also received a bit of attention.
Oh, really?
There are new uniques that grant Ward, and the base restoration of Ward is now faster.
Cool.
To compensate, Olroth's Resolve has been nerfed.
I've actually
Ward
used the
loop
ward
builds
before,
will
so
still be
that's
possible.
cool. That's good.
Anyway, that was most
can
of
get
the
tinctures
pure
on bow?
defensive changes.
Fuck yes!
Now
Okay.
let's look at some of the
That-
offensive and
It's
utility-based
back! It's fully
ones.
back! If the Warden has a
There are
passive
more
to
and
let
better ways
tinctures
to
work
deal
on
with
bows,
mana
that's
as an
fully
attacker on
back.
the southern hemisphere of the passive tree.
Hang on, sorry.
Better ways to deal with mana as an attacker on the southern hemisphere of the passive tree.
And even fixing mana problems. That's near the start. That's amazing. And another reservation wheel. Holy shit.
Wands,
Holy shit, another
daggers,
reservation wheel.
Scepters, claws, and staves now have higher critical strike chance values than ever.
Oh,
Wands
they're
can
even
go as
giving
high as 10%
Wanders
without
buffs?
modifiers. Sandstone
That's
Visage
unnecessary.
Has been made rarer to compensate instead of reducing its power.
10% crit
For you
chance?
wand attackers,
Holy
wands now
fuck.
have higher attack speed than ever to compensate for their low damage. Wand exclusive skills such as Power Siphon, Kinetic Bolt, and Kinetic Blast now have faster attack times.
Oh, if you guys have never played Val Power
Impale
Siphon,
passives
do
have been
yourselves a
revised
favor.
And in general buffed.
Oh my god. Impale more. Yeah. Yeah.
The buffs granted by Warcries are now simpler, but more significant, and
Oh.
more universal to builds.
Oh.
They also now apply to allies by default.
What?
Banners have been reworked. Instead of having a reservation cost, they are now free. However, they don't grant a permanent buff.
Oh?
Banners now need to be placed for the effect to be active.
Okay, so
However,
it's...
once placed, they are far more powerful than before.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
Additionally,
that.
there are new ways
They're more
to prolong the
active now.
effects
I like that better, actually.
and
That's a
more
better.
ways to invest in them than ever
Sorry,
before.
did that say max res if a banner's down?
Rage has been made more fundamental and
They
discoverable.
buffing rage?
Rage is now multiplicative attack damage.
Holy
but
shit.
no longer inherently grants attack speed or movement speed.
Oh, damn. So it's just
it has
damage.
a new cap and you can find many new passive clusters that allow you
Okay,
to invest
so
into the mechanic.
rebalance, not just giving us
The
full
goal is
rage.
to make rage more powerful as a baseline.
Yeah, okay,
and
we're
less
lowering the
gated behind
bottom
the use
of
specific unique
everything.
items and ascendancy classes.
Holy shit. Haven't even got to the campaign
Berserk
yet.
has
True.
been nerfed, just so you're aware.
Okay, fair.
We have changed how bleed works too.
Oh?
You can now find aggravated bleed on the
Yeah,
passive
I
tree.
saw that.
When applied, all bleeds on the enemy will
As
deal
if
damage
moving.
as if the enemy is moving for the
Ooh.
remainder of their duration. The skill Ensnaring Arrow no longer interacts with bleed.
I was about
so
to
no more
ask.
will you have to apply bleeds and swap to a bow.
Huh.
You can now achieve the same result using aggravated bleed passives without the annoyance. Rupture from the
So
Dead Eye
many
has been
builds
turned
just
into a
became
support gem.
meta again. So many builds.
We've added the new overexertion support gem, which
Overexerted.
highly favors slam builds.
More slam jam, yes. Good shit.
Now, it's time to look at a hot topic.
We are
Magic
not.
Find.
Oh,
In the
are we
Settlers of
are we
Kalguur
nerfing
expansion,
quantity?
We're going to be removing item quantity bonuses from all
Removing?
character items. This will not affect existing items in standard leagues. Magic Find is intended to be another axis on your gear you can scale
Oh, wow.
once you have achieved
Okay.
the power you want. With item quantity being
Oh,
only available
even
on
from
unique
Goldworm?
items, this meant if you wanted to get the most
Oh
out
my
of it,
God.
you had to be playing a very specific build.
Are they
We
removing
still
Magic
want
Find?
people to be able to invest into Magic Find,
Okay.
but now only through item rarity.
Oh no.
This can be obtained on a number
What
of rare
about
item
party
slots
play?
and by a much larger number of builds.
I don't care about this,
What
but
about
some
Ventor's
people are going
Gamble,
to be
you might
mad.
ask?
Yes, what about
Here it is
Ventors?
now.
Just gone?
This is one
Ju-
of the biggest balance patches we've ever done.
What the fuck?
I can't promise that existing builds will all be safe. Even we aren't able to predict.
I mean,
all
only
the
Head
outcomes
Hunter
here,
Deadeye got
Nor
nerfed.
have we even gone into
Okay.
every single change. Just the major ones.
Oh, there's more.
I don't know, man. Balance is hard.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
But
I
the sheer
love these
number
people.
of new, viable options is exciting.
Yep.
Especially for Melee.
Yep.
And we're determined to drag the game in a better direction.
I can tell.
Be sure to read the patch notes after this.
Holy
it's going to
shit.
be a ruckus.
Oh,
In
they
324,
love this
we
game.
overhauled the in-game experience.
They fucking
Be sure to
love this
read the
game.
patch
Look at
notes
this.
after this. It's going to be a ruckus. In
I fucking love
324,
it here.
We overhauled the in-game experience
Oh.
by introducing a new tier of maps and reworking
Oh, we
scarabs.
haven't even got to endgame yet.
We want
Okay.
to continue to improve these systems and introduce more exciting in-game content every league.
Okay.
325
Oh,
is no
fuck.
exception.
Okay, okay.
Let's check out the myriad of changes coming in Settlers of Kalguur.
Myriad.
First up, we are changing many scarabs. We won't go into too much detail here to avoid getting lost in the weeds, but here's a few new ones. Be sure to check out the patch notes after this for more detail. We've also
Okay.
added an additional map device slot, which will be unlocked upon completing your first
So,
10-way Maven
5?
encounter. This simply allows for more combinations of scarabs in maps,
Yep.
resulting in more difficulty and more rewards.
That's a few
This is on
thousand
top of
gold.
the existing additional slot that can be unlocked by completing your first tier 17 map.
Wait, 6.
There are
Yep.
now 6 map device slots in total.
This
You
is
might
like,
have seen our teaser,
it's not
where we
finding the
revealed
perfect
we will be
partner.
adding
It's
new
realizing
special
you've
encounters to the
been married
area.
to the perfect
One
partner
such encounter
for
is
the whole
nameless
time.
Seer, lurking in tier 16 and 17 maps.
Seer's
This
back.
NPC will give you a selection of
Hey, there's the
unique items,
bomber belt I
and you
need.
can pick one
Mother's
for
Embrace.
free. In tier 16 maps, he now has an additional feature where
Scry?
you can scry a map.
What?
This allows you to swap the divination card drops of the current map
Whoa.
with another map on your atlas.
So I can pick my own
Just
favorite
one
layout to
caveat.
farm?
You cannot have the same map be in multiple swaps at the same time.
Oh
If you want to undo
my
your choice,
god.
you can use a scouring orb on either map on your atlas. We've also made some updates to a
I
couple
can
of
make
leagues.
doctor cards drop in Tropical Island.
Blight has been updated with some atlas passive skill changes,
Blight buff. Okay, cool.
and double anointed amulets can now
Oh.
drop in blight ravaged
Oh.
maps. We've also introduced a new type of oil that can only drop from blighted and blight ravaged maps.
Ooh, oh, minor return. Okay.
Ritual has also been updated. You can now find one
Oh.
new and many reworked base types.
So they fixed
New
all the
unique
bases?
items.
Okay, okay.
Corpses you can use to raise as specters,
Wait,
and occasionally a fragment. granting access to the
Necro,
King of the
necro,
Mists
necro,
boss
necro,
fight
necro,
from the
necro, necro,
Affliction
necro,
League.
necro, 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 necro,
He will drop a
necro.
number of unique items that were familiar from the League,
Oh my god.
but not that which was taken, as
Okay,
it is now that which was taken away.
funny.
However,
This guy's
he
a comedian.
now drops a different modular jewel that you might recognize from
It's-
the Necropolis League.
What? Oh. Okay.
In Tier 16 and Tier 17 maps,
Wow,
you
okay.
can now encounter
Oh,
the
God.
Wildwood.
There's
also from
so
the Affliction League.
much.
In case you missed it, the Wildwood is a mysterious forest fraught with
So
danger.
much.
In the darkness, you will find
This
magical wizards
should be called
yearning for
PoE
freedom.
2.
Upon releasing them, they will empower
Oh,
the monsters
fuck
in
me.
your map, promising more danger but more rewards. You may also find random sentinels on the ground near the start of your maps, from the Sentinel League. They work in a similar way to before. They aren't items, but you can click on them and then they can be
Oh,
activated
so we don't
in that
even need the
area
UI.
at any time of your choosing.
Oh, this is fucking
Upon activation,
glorious.
they will buff monsters around you, increasing their difficulty and rewards.
We don't even need the Sentinel UI anymore.
Here's one for those who like to live dangerously.
Fuck does that mean?
You may occasionally find a reflective mist from the
Oh,
command room.
gross.
It has two outcomes.
Oh, it just
It could
reflects.
drop a jewelry item with randomly enhanced
Oh, it makes
or
one.
inverted modifier values,
Oh god.
or it can give a reflecting mist item, which can be used on an existing piece of jewelry to perform the same action at a time of your choosing. Good luck!
We get a boost mirror.
There's many other small changes to
Holy
League content.
shit.
We're removing the first 15.
That might
most
be better
boring
than a
waves of
mirror.
the Simulacrum and rebalancing its rewards to improve the chances of finding
I
new
heard about
rituals.
rebalancing Simulacrum. That's exciting,
We're
actually.
also adding some of the beasts from Einhar's Memory of Harvest Beasts to the core pool. This
Oh my
includes the Black
god.
Morrigan.
The Six-Link Beast!
In
Fuck
other
yeah!
news, we've added a set of
And
new
new
chisel
chisels.
types, which can be applied to your maps to get
What the fuck
different
do they do?
bonuses. While the cartographer's chisel
I
still
think a
increases
Mark
item
scripted this.
quantity, there are new ones
He's
that
so
now
good at
increase
this.
Rarity, pack size,
Rarity, pack size.
increased chance for currency items,
Oh, that's OP.
divination cards,
That's
and
insane.
scarabs.
And Scarab
It's
Chisel.
also worth
Holy
mentioning that
shit.
chisels now apply 20% quality per chisel to white maps, 10% to yellow maps, and 5% to red maps and higher.
So it's
Unique maps
only a
still require
buff.
the full 20 chisels.
And I can do it while it's
only
rare.
one type of chisel can be applied to a map at a time. During 3.24, we made a
Ooh,
change to Tier
T17s.
17 maps that allowed them to be rerolled with Chaos Orbs.
Yes, and
We are
chisels.
now expanding the currency
Oh,
types that can be used on them
God,
to also include
guys.
currencies like chisels and Val Orbs.
Guys.
Ultimately, the only restriction Tier 17 maps now have is that explicit modifiers cannot be removed from them.
Huh?
We have also revised the
Oh, so they
difficulty
can't
of
be
these
white.
maps, as they didn't quite hit the mark.
Okay.
The monsters in
Okay.
them now have substantially less life
Okay.
and deal less damage.
Okay.
Meaning Tier 17 maps now better fit into the progression between Pinnacle and Uber Pinnacle content.
So now they're actually 17 instead of tier
Lastly,
25.
We've adjusted the drop rate of Valdo's puzzle boxes.
What?
Previously, we were adapting its drop rate based on the possible outcomes selected by supporters.
Oh, okay, that was
So
they were
many
too rare. They were
supporters
too
really
rare.
wanted Mage Bloods, so
Yeah.
the box was hardly dropping.
Yeah,
Thus,
fair
we have
enough. The
drastically
pool is too
increased
much.
The drop rate of the box,
So they're more
but reduced the
common?
probability of getting chase unique items from it, like Mage Blood.
Are they still insane
Overall, we have
T17s?
taken care not to reduce the number of Mage
Why is
Bloods
Maven
total
there?
in the economy. We figured it was better to have more tickets for
Oh,
fun
that is the
rather than
thing.
barely seeing any boxes in a league.
That is the Valdo's puzzle box, gotcha.
We've been hard at work improving the path of exile
Holy
experience
fuck.
on consoles.
This is good.
With native ports for the Xbox Series
PoE 2?
consoles already being released and
Oh, no.
PS5 on the
Controller.
near horizon, the
Yeah.
game now takes full advantage of the console hardware.
Can I control it
Loading
on
times have
PC?
been reduced even further,
And get
pop-in
this
has been
UI?
reduced, and textures won't start unloading in heavy scenes.
Oh, so they just...
Furthermore,
Patched
overall
console.
visual fidelity has been improved for all new generation consoles.
Wait.
Part
I
of
saw a
this
streamer the
now
other day
uses the
playing
highest
console.
available resolution textures
And I was talking to
water
them.
effects.
Sweet.
We've
Nice.
installed a new upscaling algorithm that
Oh.
improves the crispness of dynamic resolution, with an additional anti-aliasing pass on top of that.
Oh, so they just fully optimized
With
console.
these upgrades, we also support variable refresh rate TVs and monitors on PlayStation 5 and on all Xbox consoles.
Fuck yeah,
In
man.
the options, players can now choose which aspect of visual fidelity they want to focus on.
Oh, full console
Resolution,
buffs on top of all
image
this?
quality, or target frame rate.
Holy shit. Holy
In
shit.
3.24,
Okay. Oh, okay, here we go.
some
Here we
new
go.
encounters and secrets to the campaign.
I hope there's a
In Settlers
lot
of
here.
Kalguur, we're adding even more. We're not going to spoil them all here.
Okay.
But keep an eye out for anything unfamiliar on your adventures.
Okay, okay, okay.
Who knows what you'll find?
Okay.
I mean, I know, but still.
Yeah, they're having
There's
too
an
much fun with
underground
this.
bunker underneath the refinery, guarded by powerful robots. I wonder
Cool.
what's been hidden away here. How do I unlock this mysterious door? What riches must lay inside?
Okay.
Blighted growths have appeared in the gardens
That's
and
Act 3.
sewers of San. A
Yeah.
vault containing riches can be found
Ooh.
in the reliquary.
Okay.
As you might have
Is
seen
there gonna
in
be
our
something in the
teasers,
Dread
there's
Thicket?
a slew of quality of life features we've
Is
been
it...
working on.
Oh, I wonder if they put
Here's a
Affliction
quick
in the
summary.
Dread Thicket.
You'll no longer need to interact with waypoints to unlock them.
Very cool.
You can just walk by and they'll activate automatically.
Yeah, full clear time for
When using
everyone.
keyboard and mouse, you'll be able to pick up items from further away.
Yeah,
We're
that's
adding
insane.
static life bars to some bosses.
These are all the
Not all
teasers that we
bosses will
covered.
have
This
them
is...
yet,
These are
but
all
we'll be
insanely
adding
good
more over
changes.
time. You can now see which divination cards drop in each map by
fucking love
hovering
that.
over them on your atlas.
And we can swap it.
When you die, you can now resurrect without having to reactivate all your reservation effects.
Full
like
necro buff.
auras and heralds. You can start harvest encounters with just
Oh
a
yeah,
single
day one
action.
servers are gonna be fucking on fire. This is gonna
The
be a
amount
big
of
league.
quality provided by currency items like whetstones
They're
is
gonna
now
have
based
some
on the
server
item
problems.
level, rather than item rarity. Those
Yeah,
currencies
day one
now
I'm gonna be
apply
at a party,
20%
so
quality to very low-level
I'll be there for
items.
the first couple
With that
hours,
amount
but it'll
reducing as the
probably
item level
not
increases.
work. And then I might just go back to sleep.
Next up, we're going to be talking about our
Okay,
new league
I'm gonna
supporter
watch this
packs.
because I might have to buy one, just to show my
Today,
support.
We're launching 2 new series of supporter packs.
Alright, let's pick which
the
one to buy.
Paladin and Penance packs.
Paladin.
Each tier contains the pack's full face value in points, alongside several exclusive microtransactions. These packs are only available for the duration of the Settlers of Kalguur League, and will leave the store forever when it ends. As
Cool.
always,
Well,
the microtransactions in these packs are purely cosmetic.
vote with your
and
wallet,
do not affect
support
your
things that
character's
do
power
good.
or progression in any way.
Alright,
The
let's
Paladin
pick one.
series
Help me
of
pick one to
supporter
get.
packs contains
Is that a
6
fucking
exclusive
racetrack for rowers?
microtransactions.
Holy shit, I want that.
Adorn your weapon or shield with the Paladin weapon effect.
Sick.
Make a show of leveling up with the Harpy Flyover level up effect.
The Flying Eagles? What the fuck?
Equipping the Divine Paladin armor set will periodically cause slain enemies to be consecrated and laid to rest. This set
Aw.
also comes with a matching back attachment. Both the helmet and back attachment have options to display the radiant glow, or not. You pick.
Or not.
The Divine Judgment
meh.
finisher effect locks onto unique enemies before obliterating them with a laser from the heavens.
Was that the Hammer of Dawn?
May your critical hits resonate across Rayclast with the Cleric's Bell back
Crit
attachment.
Bell? That's cool.
Invite your friends to spend
Oh
the day at the
my
races in the
God.
Vasteri racecourse hideout.
I love that.
Add rowers to the track to race them against each other.
Holy shit.
Or you can just spectate from the sidelines.
Oh my god.
The Penance Pack series also has 6 exclusive microtransactions.
Hey, Trail Master.
With the Penance back attachment
Oh, Jesus.
equipped, a repentant soul is chained to your back and lashed with lightning.
Oh,
Ouch.
god.
Place none other than the Trial Master in your hideout and
Wait,
have him
what?
comment on your chaos
A classic, but far fairer now than in ancient times.
and Val crafting attempts.
Your luck is over, fool.
He actually laughs at
He even
bricks.
keeps a record of how many Chaos and Val orbs you've used in your hideout during the
Oh
league,
my god.
or across all leagues. Blood stains your armor the more
Oh
life you
my
lose when
God,
wearing
this
the
is
Acolyte's
good.
Penance armor set. The Zealot's
That's even
Madness
more metal
portal
than
effect
Diablo 4.
fragments as you near it.
I fucking love that thing. That's cool. That's a nice
Cauldron
fucking
map
portal.
device boils maps,
What?
fragments, and scarabs placed into it,
What?
keeping a tally of how many have been thrown into the pot in the current
Oh.
league or across all leagues.
Oh. Oh.
Exiled Squire Pets follow in your footsteps, hyping you up for battles,
No sweat for you, boss.
providing pessimistic commentary,
The cycle repeats.
or
We get
voicing
a
their
shit-talking
disdain for you to bring
friend?
you down a peg.
About time you kicked the bucket.
What? That's a pet? Just
These
a
packs are now
drunk
available
slave?
for purchase on both
What
PC
the
and
fuck?
console, and will remain so
All
during
right.
Path of Exile, Settlers of Kalguur.
Alright. Oh, okay, I think I'm getting the
Meanwhile,
torture
the
one.
Solar and Eldritch packs leave the store forever at the launch of Settlers of Kalguur League.
I really
now's
wanted
your
the
last
turtle
chance to
hideout.
purchase them. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. Now we have one more
Oh
thing to
my
announce before
God.
getting into the Q&A.
What?
We are soon going to be running a
Hey.
small closed beta test for Path of Exile 2.
Wonderful.
We have been taking signups for the Path of Exile 2 beta tests over at pathofexile2.com. We will only be selecting a very limited number of people for this first test, but if you want to make sure that you are considered, then head over to the website and register your email address now.
Okay. So I don't get the guaranteed invite? Holy shit, that was good. Alright, moving on.